What? How y'all doing? Bit of a difference today, unexpected today. It's my mum's birthday. And so to celebrate my mum's birthday, with it being the summer holidays, meaning the kids are off school, we decided what better way to mash the two together than to go to a local theme park. We went to Pleasurewood Hills. I've got to apologise, that was absolutely terrible, but I didn't get much of any footage, to be fair. Because, well, we started getting footage, but when you're like 50 feet in the air, generally rides don't want you to have phones or cameras, loose objects, things like that. And at one point I just had this vision of phone slipping out of hand and then falling 50 feet to the concrete, which I would then use as a lesson to my sons on, well, physics. And why things are generally safe when in the car, in the ride, versus, oh no, in some derpy geezer's hand trying to record a moment. So we kind of put that in the bin. It was either going to be a phone or like a very expensive camera, and it's just like, yeah, no, like just watching something slowly fall to the concrete, not cool. Oh, and all the that way video, portrait video. That was my mum, bless her, pulling out her phone. TikTok's a thing for young people. Fuck TikTok. It was a good time. It was fun. It was very fun. But yeah, kind of an unexpected groove to be the fair, because it was booked by my wife, and she was going to go with my mum and the boys to the theme park, but unfortunately for her, she's out of back, really quite badly actually, which in fairness is probably a bonus to her to a degree. This sounds really bad, she didn't do it on purpose, but she doesn't do roller coasters very well. Not upside downy spinny things, not upside down in general, speedy uppy downy, no. So I don't know if she'd have had a particularly good time, but I know she'd have put on a brave face for the boys, because my eldest has like no fear at all, although he was feeling a bit queasy towards the end of the day. But I mean, he was like, we gotta go on all these things, yeah, and we did it. And yeah, like straight away, the first thing we went on, and by we I mean me and him, because my youngest is a bit like the wife actually, a bit like, I ain't going on that. The sanity switch is still well and truly on in his head. So yeah, people aren't supposed to go that fast or upside down or that way. So okay, fair enough. The first thing that me and the eldest went on was like upside down, spin them round, and then like you went backwards and did the same thing again. It's just like, oh, the insanity. It was a good day. It was a good day. We got absolutely soaked many a time. Second ride we went on was the log flume, I think. We went on that a lot because the youngest enjoyed that. Although we didn't enjoy getting wet, which is weird. It's like such contradictory combos going on here. But, yeah. Oh man, and something happened on the drop. There's a big drop in one of the clips, and I mean that's the big drop. Idea being just go straight up and straight down. And my son really liked the groove. And when we got on there, my eldest son had another click-ish for the safety harness over the top. The ride operator said, "Look, it looks like you're really close to that last click. Shall we try and push it?" And he went and got a screwdriver. He said, "Look, we'll click it if it clicks, or we'll push it if it clicks. You go into the click. If not, I can just release it if it's too tight." I was like, "Okay, cool." So it gets clicked, and you just hear my son go, "Oh!" I was like, "What's up, man?" "Oh, my nuts." I was like, "Bad?" He's like, "No, it's fine." I was like, "Okay." The guy's like, "Do you want me to release it?" I was like, "No, that's all right. we'll just keep going." I was like, "Okay, cool." And the ride operator looks at me and goes, do you want to see if you can go for the click?" I'm like, "No way, man." And then my eldest son just grabs the bar on my harness thing and just goes, and it goes, and I'm like, "Oh!" I'd have gone look a good 2 or 3 octaves higher on that one. And the guy's like, "Whoa, dude, do you want me to," like, basically somebody goes, do you want me to release the pressure?" I'm like, "No, that's cool. If he has to suffer through it, that's cool. I'm good." And it wasn't so bad on the way up, because I'm in the seat. On the way down, well, you start to lift off the seat, and it's just like, so if I was a couple of octaves higher, when I just had the harness put down, my gods, well, I don't know, choir boy probably wasn't high enough. Just saying. Damn. But funny enough, the ride operator was the relief. So he was going around all the other rides, and we saw him on the log flume. He was like, "Oh, mate, at least you can't get crushed on this one." I was like, "Oh, mate, I hope." Fingers crossed. And he started laughing. And we see him again later on the first ride where it happened, and he sees the actual ride operator. He said, "Oh, dude, that's the guy I said about." And he said, I can't remember what he said to his mate. He's like, "Yeah, basically in so many words, poor fucker got trapped." And the guy was like, "Oh, mate." Like, everyone kind of cringes. And I was like, "Just be gentle this time, lads." We've just been taking the piss the entire day. It was a right laugh. It really was just hilarious. Really, really, fun and funny, and, as I say, completely unexpected. Bless the poor wife. She was devastated she couldn't go. But it was neat for me on a few counts. 1, got to hang out with my boys. 2, got to hang out with my mum on her birthday. 3, I haven't been to Pleasurewood Hills in a long time. Or at least I don't remember having gone to Pleasurewood Hills in a long time. And it's all changed. Pleasurewood Hills has barely had anything new put in it for 35 years. I can't remember when Pleasurewood Hills opened, but basically in my entire lifetime, 37 years, everything I can remember in Pleasurewood Hills has been pretty consistent. And I can remember when a couple of the rides were new there. Like, I remember when Cannonball Express was new. They had stuff like the Rattlesnake. I remember when Skyscreamer was new and all that kind of... Like, I remember when these things were new. And then they stayed there for years. And it was neat to go around that park and say, "Okay, cool. What's changed? I don't remember any of the new rides' names, but I was just trying to figure out, because where they've changed the layout, I was like, what went in those spaces?" And so I would imagine this is the same thing for any parent who lived in Lowestoft around the same time that I was a kid, who'd gone to Pleasurewood Hills. when they saw some of those things, they were probably like, whoa, where the hell did that go? That was like a mainstay of this park. Rattlesnake, gone. The ladybirds, which is like a smaller, kiddie-friendly rattlesnake, gone. The roller coasters. Any of the play areas, like the climbing frames, or they had like a massive like cargo net dealio, gone. Which then makes me think there was a giant slide. Like for some reason, my head's thinking like Sky Leap or something like that. Just a huge slide, really big slide, and you just like get out and just jump, and you fly down the slide, gone. Any of the amusements around that slide, so they had like a coin-op boating lake thing or a coin-op car thing where you control the steering wheel and it would move this remote control car, gone. I would imagine they couldn't really get parts for those, so whoever maintained them might have gone out of business because they were pretty old. Enterprise, gone. Sky, that was like a big whirly thing that would send you round, sideways, and then upside down. Skyscreamer, gone. Or I can't remember the actual name for it. I think that might have been it. That was gone, and that was just another thing that went upside down. There was a pond that kind of blew my mind. I was like, why was there a pond in Pleasurewood Hills? And on the way out, it dawned on me, it was Aladdin's Cave. They used to have what was basically a haunted house, but imagine like a haunted house there. You get on a track or whatever, and you go in a car around the haunted house. Well, imagine that, but it being like you're in a boat and it's Aladdin themed. It's gone, just outright gone. They just pulled it down, and all there is this just a pond where it used to be. Shacks where they used to have like a craft area and all that. That's gone. What else is gone? The chairlift is still there. Just a bunch of stuff. I now feel really bad because I think I'd clocked every ride that had disappeared from when I was a kid all the way through to like my teenage years, and now I've gone and I've forgot a bunch of them. But it was so crazy because like Cannonball was still there, and as I say, I remember when that was new. to go to where the rattlesnake was and have that be completely different. Like, you know, it used to be like a picnic area and the rattlesnake, and then, you know, the bumper cars were there. Bumper cars are still around, but no rattlesnake. I mean, that's been there for again, I remember that when that was new, but that'd been there for so long, I couldn't imagine that park without it. And now it's not there. It's just not there. I would have imagined it. It's still been pretty popular because a lot of the other roller coasters were pretty popular. So I just hope it did it just fall into disrepair and they burn it off, or did they want to try and put something else there? Because the thing that's there now barely got anyone on it, and that was the thing that kind of corkscrewed around and looped and then went backwards, and that didn't have many people on it. Let me just think: rattlesnake, ladybugs, the climbing frames and amusements, the big ass slides, Skyscreamer Enterprise. I've already just said Aladdin's Cave. Aladdin's Cave's gone. Or I think it was the Aladdin's Cave, or it might have been Arabian Nights or something like that. Why would they have got rid of that? Cultural appropriation? I don't know. It's a fucking story. Theatres are still there. We missed the Sea Lion show. That's still there. That layout's different too. It was just so weird. I would be halfway tempted to contact some of my mates who I used to know who worked at Pleasurewood Hills and say, look, go around there and tell me what you think. Because that just, I don't know. It was still great. It was still really fun. There's a lot more stuff there for children now, like really little dots to go on. But, I don't know. But then again, Pleasure Beach in Great Yarmouth, a lot of that has changed too. Just old. I was just a sign of being old. Really fucking old. I wonder how much longer that kind of thing is going to go on, because there are a lot of people there who just didn't seem to... They weren't as excited by theme parks as I remember them being when I was a kid. You could actually... I heard a few kids like, yeah, but I could have been at home playing games or whatever like that. How long is that kind of thing going to last? Thanks for hanging out, boys. And happy birthday, Mum. Bless the poor wife. Hopefully she starts to feel better soon. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. I don't know, how could they get rid of the rattlesnake?